Hello everyone, this is teacher Sayed. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about preposition of movement. Or for this preposition we can say preposition of motion or preposition of direction. Preposition of movement are words that describe the movement of objects or people from one place to another. They help us to describe the direction of movement, the starting point and the destination. So there are many preposition of movements. Today just I focus about 9 of them, which are like to, towards, through, across, over, along, in or into, on or onto. So the first one I'm going to talk about, that is to. To is a preposition of movement which is used when there is a specific destination in mind. A specific destination in mind. For example, I'm going to the doctor, or I'm going to the store, which means that you're moving towards the store. Or you can say that I'm going to talk about a specific place. Can you direct me to the nearest post office? Or you can talk about an event. I have never been to a concert. You can use with a person also. She came up to me. She came up to me. Or you use with a preposition. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. So the next one is toward. Toward is also a preposition of movement that is used to move in the direction of something. Like he was walking menacingly toward me. He was walking menacingly toward me. Or he was sitting with his back toward me. He was sitting with his back toward me. Through. Through is also a preposition of movement, which is used about movement across something that is from one side of it to the other. From one side of it to the other. So the example is the train went through the tunnel. So this is mostly used for places like tunnel, like jungle, like it is a big hole, or which, for example, like pipe, or uh, the other transportations which are moving under the ground. Uh, they will use. It means they use the kind of place which has a starting from one side and going to end the other side. We use with what? Through. Or you can use with simple things also, like he cut through the gauze. He cut through the gauze. It means he moved the scissor to cut what? The gauze. That is how he used through. Across. Across is also a preposition of movement, which talks about movement from one end of something to the other end. What? From one end of something to the other. He walked across the road. It means start from one side of the road, from one end, and continued walking till the end. Or another simple example is here that I drew a line across the paper, which means drew a line from one side of the paper to the other. Over. Over is also a preposition of movement to describe something's position when moving above something. Describe something's position which moving above something, like helicopters dropped leaflets over the city. So this is shows the relation of movement of this helicopter to the city. Or another example, we can say that I climbed over the fence, which means that I went up and over the fence. Or you can say another example like the bird is flying over the tree, or the airplane flies over the mountain. This is how you'll use over. Along. Along is the preposition of movement that is used to describe movement parallel to something or someone, or movement in a line. He walked along the river. When we say he walked along the river, it means this person is walking what? In parallel to the river. Another example, I walked along the beach, which means that walking what? Parallel to the beach. In. In is used when something's position in relation to the area or space or place surrounding it. Or place surrounding it. For example, put the pickle in the cabinet. This is the surrounding, which is the cabinet, or that is what we say the box. Or I can say that I left my car in the garage. I left my car in the garage. Or another example, we say that uh, I went in the garden, which has what? Surrounding. That garden is surrounded with trees or fence or walls. So we use what? In. Onto. Onto is also a preposition of movement to describe something's position in relation to surface. To a surface. The cat jumped onto the fence. Here shows the relation of jumping, the action of jumping to relation to the box is what? Onto. We used onto in this area. Into is also a preposition of movement used causing something to hate something else. Or simply you could say that when the things or the people is going, when there is any kind of movement from outside to inside a boundary, to inside there is, it means surrounded by any kind of materials, that is we use what? Into. Like he got into the car. He got into the car. It means this person moved from outside, went to what? Inside the car. Or he swerved into the tree. So this was about preposition of movement. Hope you got something. Let's do practice. There's some blank space. Let's check together and practice that how we could implement them. For example, the first one, we are going, there is a blank space, it needs a preposition. Town on the bus, okay? We're going town on the bus, okay? So it means there is a missing preposition. We need to use this preposition of movement. So when we are talking about town on the bus, it means we are talking about this specific destination. So that is simply we could say that we use what? To. We are going to town on the bus. Okay. The next one is she stood up and walked blank space him. She stood up and walked blank space him. So it shows that there is possibility of direction. The person talks in a straight direction, which is the object him. Here we could simply say that we use what? Towards. Yeah. She stood up and walked towards him. Next example. I walked backwards. I walk backwards, blank space the door. So this seems the same as previous one. It needs directions, preposition of direction, like towards. I walked backward towards the door. They walked slowly, blank space, the woods. The woods. So in here, these woods may function as like a tunnel, like a pipe. So it means this is a big woods. It has space inside that the people or things or items or any kind of insect pass and through that one. So we should simply say that through. Yeah. They walked slowly through the woods. Let's go. The garden. The garden. So the garden, it means this is a place which is surrounded by trees, by fence, wall, kind of materials. So then we say that it is we are going from outside to inside. So in that case, we should say what? Into. We should use into. Let's go into the garden. Let's go into the garden. Stop running around and get bait. Stop running around and get bait. So this could be about a child. Child is walking, disturbing the mom and the parents, saying that stop running around, get. Then bait. Bait is what? It is a place which has what? Which has surrounding like quote, like blanket, these things. So in this case, we use what? Into. Stop running around and get into bed. She walked the field or the road. So when we say the field or the road, it means it points about there is and a starting an end, and a start, it means it shows from one end to another, as there was the example. I drew line on the paper. It means start from one side of the paper to the other to finish that line. In that case, we say what? Across. She walked across the field, or she walked across the road. They're building a new bridge, blank states the river. So it means there is a connection connecting one side with another side. So that is the same case. It means connecting one end with another. We need to build a bridge. Like they're building a new bridge across the river. Across the river. We walked the beach collecting small crabs in a bucket. So this shows that this action is going to be done on the side of the beach, going from one place to other continuously. So this is going what? We need to follow the parallel line to not cross the beach or the water. So simply say what? We could use here along. We walked along the beach collecting small crabs in a bucket. Gate. The car. Oh, the car. This is when you say car. That is what it is. It has a surrounding. It has border. It means it is surrounding. It is a. It is. It has inside. So that is we should use what in. Get in the car. And the last one is she stepped. She stepped the baddest box. So again, we are talking about inside. Inside. When there's movement inside, we use what? The preposition in. She stepped in the batter's box. So this is the end of this presentation. If you have any question, confusion, or any kind of suggestion, comment to me. I'll appreciate it. Thanks. See you.